Hello, and thank you guys so much for popping on. My name is Sandy Critides, and I'm an Executive Regional Vice President with Arbonne. And I'm Erika Ulrich, President with Arbonne. And this evening, we are going to briefly explain to you what Arbonne is. So I'll get us started and explain that Arbonne means beautiful tree. And Arbonne was born in Arbonne, Switzerland 39 years ago. So we've been around for almost 4 decades. And our whole motto is pure, safe, and beneficial. And what we stand for is really about spreading awareness about non-toxic products, but also giving people the capability to work from home and kind of design the life that you want. And so we'll get started and share. So we are a beauty, health, and wellness company, and we have over 400 products. So we really pride ourselves on our ingredient policy. There are a lot of wonderful companies out there, but not a lot of them make it past their 10-year mark. So that's something that really sets us apart at Arbonne. We are now almost at our 4th decade of business. So pretty cool.
Super awesome. So I wanted to share with you guys what makes Arbonne a little bit different from other companies, because I know you probably had protein before. You probably brushed your teeth with toothpaste and put deodorant on and used makeup and washed your face. And I know that we're all comfortable with all of the products that Arbonne has. But what makes us different is what Sandy was saying, that we focus on being non-toxic and having pure, safe, and beneficial ingredients. I know for myself, before I became aware of Arbonne, I actually had no idea that a lot of the products that I was using on a daily basis were actually really harmful to me and toxic to both myself and my family. I have 3 little kids, and when you know better, you do better. And so I did some discovering on the internet about the dangers of different chemicals. I'm going to share some of those chemicals with you now. The first one would be a paraben. And I know that's kind of like a buzzword these days. Parabens, they're preservatives, and they actually make products last longer strictly so that a company can save money. Because it takes an average of 5 years for a product to go from manufacturing to actually being sold on the shelf. And so these products need to live a very long time so they don't rot, and that the company doesn't lose out on having their products last until they get to the consumer. Are you looking to meet everybody?
Yeah, so meet everyone. I can't hear anyone, but
okay, so that's what a paraben does. It doesn't make the product work any better. It doesn't make it any more effective. It just strictly is to save the company money. And we've found through scientific discovery that these parabens are known carcinogens. So it doesn't mean that like maybe sometimes they cause cancer. It means that we know that they do in fact cause cancer. And that is terrifying. You know, who wants to be washing their face with something thinking that they're doing themselves good and actually be causing long-term health effects? The next thing would be a sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfates are surfactants. It causes lather in a product. So when you look at like hand soap, shampoo, things that really suds up very well, surfactants are very harsh to the skin. They can be skin irritants. They can cause allergic reactions. They also can break down the exterior of the cell wall and allow free radical toxins to penetrate and get as far as the nucleus of the cell, which can disrupt cell reproduction, which is actually what cancer is when the cell goes to duplicate itself, the DNA code is broken, and so the cell replicates incorrectly. So very dangerous to be using harsh ingredients like this. You'll notice when you wash your hair with our shampoo or use our hand soap, it's not like a bubble bath. It's not super bubbly, but you're still getting nice and clean without a side effect of cancer. There's also something called a phthalate. Phthalates are plasticizers, so anything that feels real like silky and smooth, it oftentimes has this plasticizer in it. And plasticizers are known endocrine disruptors. And what that means is it messes with your hormonal balances. And that can throw off your thyroid. It can throw off reproductive health. Major issues are regulated by your hormones, and we don't want to be throwing those things out of whack. Some other toxins that are very commonly found would be synthetic fragrances, sweeteners, and dyes. And so when you smell something at, other stores, sometimes it smells like a cucumber, smells like an orange, but that scent was not created from an orange or a cucumber. It was created in a factory. It's completely fake. Our smells are created by what they are. If it smells like grapefruits, it's grapefruits. Our detox line smells like grapefruits, and it's so delicious, and it's made from grapefruits. All of our flavors, all of our coloring comes from plant-based food, which is super cool. So to give you an idea of how many of these chemicals are out there, and what the awareness in different countries is, in the United States, they have banned 37 of these toxic ingredients from being put in personal care products, which is embarrassingly low. The UK has banned about 1,300 ingredients, which they're doing a little better, but Arbonne has really set the standard. They have banned over 2,000 ingredients. And I'm super proud to be a company that does that, not because it's cheaper for them, not because they're going to make more money at all, not because it's popular, because they've been doing this since 1975, before this was even a thing. They did that because it's the right thing to do. And I love aligning myself with companies like that do things because it's right. It's something to be super, super proud of. So our products are totally clean. Another thing that they're clean of is gluten. I know a lot of people have gluten sensitivities, and we're becoming more and more aware of that as a society, and I'm so happy about that. But something that we're not quite as aware of now is that what you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream. The average length of time that studies have shown is about 26 seconds. It's very fast. If you think about the birth control patch, you think about a nicotine patch, the exterior of our skin is a great way to deliver medicine into your bloodstream. It's also a great way to deliver toxic garbage into your bloodstream, if that's what you're slathering on your body. And so gluten, if your tummy is sensitive to gluten and you're using products that contain gluten, which is a cheap filler, and lots of products do contain that, it's like you're eating a big bowl of pasta. So definitely a bummer for someone with gluten sensitivity to be using products with gluten in them. Another thing that we're free of is all animal byproducts. We are certified vegan, which is super awesome. And I'm not a vegan. I know a lot of people are not, and that's totally all right to not be vegan. I have vegan goals. I think it's very cool. I aspire to be vegan, but I'm not there yet. But what vegan means as far as your products is that you're not putting animal fat on your body. Animal fat, also called tallow, and if you Google tallow and rendering plants, you're going to find a lot of really disgusting information. But animal fat is another one of those cheap fillers, and it feels really nice. It feels like butter on our skin, but it's pretty gross because this animal fat is totally unregulated by the FDA. It's completely unregulated by any governing agency in the United States of America. And so these animals that create this fat, when they're boiled down, we don't know what they died from. It could be cancer, it could be poisoning. We have no idea what's in that animal fat because we haven't tested it and there's no regulation. So I love that we're just completely free of all of that, and our products are pure, safe, beneficial. So Sandy,
Totally.
Do you want to talk about what we have? What are the products?
Yeah, so we have a wide range of consumable products. So a lot of products that hopefully most of us are using every day, like shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, deodorant, protein, probiotics, like all these consumable products is what we have to offer. So how, we're able to benefit people is we're helping people educate them on these things. A lot of people don't know about a lot of these toxic and harmful ingredients, but also helping people make those healthier switches. So it's not to say, get rid of everything overnight. It's not about perfection. It's about progress, right? So maybe next time you run out of something, making a smarter choice about what you want to replace it with. We have a wide range of skincare. Our skincare, like our RE9 skincare set, for example, it's our anti-aging line, is one of our best sellers. We also have an acne line. We have a prep work line that's for teenage skin. We have a men's line. We have a calm line for sensitive skin. So we have a wide range of skincare. We also have an amazing makeup line. So I used to be married to my makeup. I used to use a very popular brand. But I did some research on it, and I found out that the foundation that I was using had 6 different parabens in it and was packed with animal tallow. And back to like, you don't just are what you eat, you are what you absorb, right? And so to think that I was slathering that on my face every day was kind of disturbing to me. So I made the switch to makeup. And at first I was scared, like, gosh, is vegan gluten-free makeup going to work, right? Like, what is it made of, right? Made of plants? Like, how does that work? But I've never been happier with my makeup, and my skin is better because I'm not clogging my pores with a lot of those toxic ingredients. And so we have every makeup item you could imagine. And what I love, back to that whole pure, safe, and beneficial, is that every item is benefiting you in some way. For example, our mascara has bamboo extract and vitamin E in it, so it naturally grows and thickens your lashes. What other mascara does that, right? And to know that it's botanically based and not harmful to you is an added plus. We also have a wide range of personal care products and personal hygiene products. I'm talking, essential oils, body wash, lotions, hand soaps, shampoo, conditioner, a whole baby line, if anyone has any little ones. I know that was a huge one for my sister. My sister actually is who introduced me to Arbonne. She was getting, really turned off by a lot of these big companies like Johnson & Johnson just went through a massive lawsuit for the ingredients in their baby products, or the Honest Company had gone through a massive lawsuit. And so my sister was on a search to find something safe for her little ones. And that's when she found Arbonne. And so it's nice to know that Arbonne can be your one-stop shop for everything. And then my favorite thing that we have is our nutrition. And this is what got me involved in Arbonne, was our 30 days to healthy living. Our 30 days to healthy living is not a diet. It is not a deprivation or like some sort of fad plan. It is truly 30 days to healthy living. It is teaching you a healthier lifestyle. And so what it is following an alkaline diet, if you will. And so you're eliminating anything that's acidic, allergenic, or inflammatory. So it's not to say you'll never eat a California burrito again, or you'll never, have a cup of coffee again. But for 30 days, we press pause. And I like to think of it this way. Every 5,000 miles, you give your car an oil change, right? Or we should. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen. And I like to think of that with your gut as well. Every, I would say 6 months or so, do like a full 30 days to healthy living. And then in between, live it 80-20, right? It's not to say you're going to live a life of perfection, but kind of knowing some of those guidelines. And the only way you'll learn what benefits your body and what doesn't is if you do this food mapping. So for those 30 days, we eliminate dairy, we eliminate gluten, coffee, sugar, vinegar, corn, soy. What am I forgetting? Something else. Alcohol is a big one. So you're eliminating these things for 30 days. And that's just to give your body a reset. The average American, we don't have the greatest diet here in our Western society, has 5 to 18 pounds of toxic slush in their gut. And so this program is designed to help rid your body of the toxic slush. So I don't like to call it a weight loss program because some people don't need to lose weight, but your body's going to know what to do. If it needs to lose weight and rid itself of toxins, it's going to. If it needs to, gain weight or gain muscle, it will. If you're just going to maintain, like whatever needs to happen, your body will know what to do when you're fueling it with these organic whole foods, and your body will operate at an optimal state when you're nourishing it. And so what this program comes with is shopping lists, recipes. You get added to a Facebook group. Our current Facebook group has 219 people in it. It's amazing for accountability to have people be able to share what they're eating, tips, tricks, ideas. If they're struggling with something like, oh, I'm going through this, like, is anyone else experiencing that? To have a community of people that is also doing it together is so huge. Because I think so many of us have done diets before, and it's very easy to fall off the track, like fall off within a few days. But this is truly amazing. And so I did this program last July for the first time. And since then, I am down 19 pounds. And Erika had just had her third baby and was looking to, how much weight did you lose?
I was 45.
45 pounds.
Yeah.
And so pretty incredible that through learning how to fuel your body with organic whole foods and, learn what should be on your plate, right? Half your plate should be vegetables, half of it, or a quarter of it should be healthy fats and healthy proteins. And this whole meal plan, if you will, caters to, if you're vegan, we have amazing recipe plans for that, but you don't have to be vegan either. So I think so many of us have fallen in love with Arbonne through the 30 days to healthy living. And I never had an intention of doing this as a business, but when I saw, how I was sleeping better, how my anxiety was completely diminished. I'm someone that has struggled a lot with like depression, or I've had different emotional things that have come up in my life. And I noticed that when my gut was in check and when I was fueling my body with the right things, a lot of those things were going away. And I thought, gosh, if this is helping me this much in such a short amount of time, I would love to help others. And so that, I guess, kind of leads me into the business a little bit. We'll wrap up here talking about like the business model and then kind of what it looks like to do Arbonne for a living. And so our whole business model is social networking or network marketing. And that's a very misunderstood industry, but it's so genius, and it is the way of the future. So network marketing, all it really is word of mouth advertising. All of us are natural word of mouth advertisers. If you love something, you're going to tell everyone, right? If you love a restaurant, Erika loves F45. She's taken me with her to work out multiple times. If you love a movie, if you love something, you're going to naturally share with people, right? And so with this, how wonderful to align yourself with a company of clean, non-toxic, safe products that you're going to be using and your family's going to be using, and have Arbonne give you a paycheck every time you do that. And so in traditional retail, I feel like you're really good at explaining this part. Do you want to take over with the traditional retail part?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Erika's the best.
Oh my gosh. So the different kind of retail business models would be, if you think of just a regular department store or a regular store where you go to get these products, normally that product has to be manufactured. So the manufacturer has to get paid. Then it has to go to shipping and packaging. And then it has to go to the warehouse. And then all these people have to get paid. Then it goes to the retailer, and the retailer has to get paid. And then it sits in back stock, and then it gets transferred. So it has to go through so many hands. And then you think of that store itself, it's a retail store. It has brick and mortar. It has, lights it has to pay for, electricity it has to pay for. There's tons of overhead, rent on the facility, employees that have to be there. So there's so many hands that it touches, and so many people that have to get paid in a traditional business model. But then if you look at Arbonne, we're manufactured here, and then we're sent straight to our customers. The only person that has to get paid would be us, right? Or the consultants in the middle. So I get the question all the time, like, well, how does Arbonne have the money to pay you guys? Like, you make really good money. Like, how does Arbonne have the money to pay you guys? The products only cost this much. Well, we cut out like 10 people in the middle, and they're just paying us. And so it makes a heck of a lot more sense. It goes straight from the warehouse. We don't have any brick and mortar stores, which is a great thing because they're closing left and right if you look around in the world. And it goes straight from the warehouse through our referral right to the consumer. And the other thing that I like about this too is that I've heard of other multi-level marketing or network marketing companies where you have to pre-purchase your inventory and you have to carry that inventory. That's too risky for me. I'm not into that. Like, I don't want to spend a couple thousand and have inventory and have my entire garage full of stuff. Like, I love these products, but I don't want them taking over my garage. Like, that's crazy. And then to think about having to package them and ship them and invoice the person and mail it out. And like, that's a nightmare. And so I love that Arbonne does not make us do that whatsoever. All that I am is an online store. And so I have a website that Arbonne has created for me, and my name is on it. And when somebody wants to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, I just say, great, go to my website. They go to my website and they buy their stuff, and I get paid, and that's it. And what else is cool about what we have to offer as products is that they're all consumable. I know Sandy talked about this before, but what's great about consumable versus non-consumable when you're looking at residual income is that if I were to be selling necklaces, you only need so many necklaces, right? Like, this thing isn't going to get used up and go in the trash. Like, this is going to be my necklace for a while. But if you think about protein, that's going to be gone in a couple of weeks. And so your customer is going to need to reorder. And since we are an online store, they can go at 1 a.m. without even talking to you and log on and place an order, and you'll wake up in the morning and go, wow, I just got paid. And you don't have to work again on that customer. That's the definition of a residual income, is income that you work once for and you get paid multiple times on. And so that is what Arbonne is. I love, love, love that business model.
Yeah, it's pretty genius. And so this really allows you to be your own boss, work from wherever you want to work, and, design the life that you want to have. And so I would encourage you, whoever invited you to this call, if you fall in a camp where you might be interested in cleaner, safer products, if you might be willing to host an event and invite some friends and family over for whoever invited you to share this with them, or if potentially you're interested in doing this as a business yourself, ask questions. We are here to help. We are here to get those questions answered. And I feel like...
Yeah, I have one more thing that I wanted to add too. Yeah. So some of the questions that we get a lot would be like, how much money do you get paid, right? So like talking about how much we get paid. And so to add on, I was talking about residual income, which is really great, right? So I have that customer that wants to reorder their products. They go and reorder. And so that's my online store. But what's super cool about this business model is that I get to basically have franchises and I don't have to run them. So I decide that I have my online store, and I have other people that are like, I love these products too, and I want to share with other people because I love them as well. And so I say, great, get your own online store. And so they get their own, and I get to make a commission of what their sales are for helping introduce this person to Arbonne, introduce them to the business, and teach and train them on how to get started running their own online store. So it's super, super simple. It's very straightforward. I think that the concept of multi-level marketing has been so convoluted because people have been obnoxious about it in the past. People have been spammy, they've been dishonest and all of that. But all this is basically is I love these products and I share about them, and I find other people who love the products and share about them as well.
Yeah.
And to take it one step further too is we're not competing with each other in this business. We're empowering each other. And so I get to take other people that are interested in being a part of this, and I get to hold their hand and lock arms with them and help them dream bigger and help them grow their business and coach them. And I've made some of my best friends through having a business like this. So there's financial benefits, but the social and emotional and just like overall happiness, like I can't even say enough good things.
Yeah.
So some of the financial benefits, I'm going to go over kind of like what the order is of how you promote and about how much money you make. I know that that's a super common question. So when you start out in Arbonne, you would be a consultant, and congratulations, you have your own store, you're in business. The only cost to start up your business is $49. I mean, I can't even, like, you can't leave Target for $49. It's so inexpensive. I just can't even believe that they allow us to do business with them for $49. It's crazy. So $49 plus whatever products you personally would like to try. So you get to purchase your own products from your own store at a discount. So $49 plus whatever you want, not inventory, just whatever you personally are going to use. And then you're in business. And what I love is that at the consultant level, the average income here is between $100 and $300 per month. So you're already in the black. Like, that is not common in business.
Yeah.
I mean, you used to run a brick and mortar business.
Yeah.
Like, it's a while before you break even.
Yeah.
Let alone make money.
Yep.
So then the next level after that is district manager. And we teach and train everyone on our team to hit this level within 30 to 60 days. And spoiler alert, they do hit this level in 30 to 60 days. We write a lot of congratulations cards around here and buy a lot of flowers to congratulate our team for hitting this goal every single month. So at this level, district manager, you're going to be making between $400 to $1,000 per month, which that's a big chunk of change for having been in business for only 60 days.
Yeah.
The next level after this is area manager. And at this level, your business becomes willable, which is incredible. I've never heard of a company that does this. So if you were to pass on, you could leave your business to your family or someone that you love up to 7 generations down, and you will have a business to leave because, like I said, you're going to have a team of other leaders who are still working their business, and you're going to have customers who are still running out of their protein and placing orders. Your business could theoretically grow when you pass on, which is crazy. So at this level, you're going to make between $1,000 and $4,000 per month, which amazing. I mean, a lot of people are able to walk away from their full-time jobs at this point, and that's so empowering to be able to live life on your terms. The next level is the level that we're at. It's regional vice president. And at this level, you get to pick your very own white Mercedes, and Arbonne will send you a check for $800 to cover that payment, which is so fun. And so I got a convertible, which is so great, and Sandy got this cute SUV, so fun. We love it. And it's not about the Mercedes, right? Like, to be quite honest with you, I do not care about cars. It's about the symbol of what we've created and how many lives we've been able to help and how many people we've been able to empower. And it's actually a token of appreciation from Arbonne to us for how we've partnered with them in business. And the average income here is between $4,000 and $14,000 per month, which is a lot of money. Really sweet.
Yeah.
And we're actually both going to be promoting to the next level the next couple of months, and that's national vice president. This is the tippy top of the company, and the average income here is $22,000 per month, which is a lot. It's pretty great, especially when you consider that we can work this business from anywhere in the world on our own schedule, from our cell phones. We don't have a boss that we have to report to. We get to do, honestly, what we want when we want, which is really incredible. Like, we get to dream and travel and give back and do so many amazing things with having, the time and financial freedom that we enjoy, which is so cool. But when I fully decided to jump in and give this a shot was when I heard this. So you guys got to hear this. So $22,000 a month, that's the top of this company. So the average length of time that it takes to get to the top of this company is only 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, that is not very long. Most people don't even graduate college in 3 to 5 years. And then they have, $100,000 in student loans that they have to repay, let alone being, making $22,000 a month. I mean, that's crazy. So to think about how long 3 to 5 years is, that's not very long, and if you let 3 to 5 years go by where you're at right now, is anything going to change for you?
Yeah.
And to me, like, it wasn't going to change. I was working 2 jobs. My husband's working 2 jobs, and nothing would have changed without Arbonne. But I can tell you now, after only 8 months in this business, our lives are radically transformed, and it's just getting better and better every day. And if that's something that you want, if you want that sort of hope for your future, if you want that level of control over your future, if you want to decide, you know what, my boss isn't going to determine my paycheck. My superiors are not going to determine whether or not I get promoted. I am going to determine that. I'm going to set my own standard of success for my life, and I'm going to dream, and I'm going to decide, how far I'm going to take this thing. If that sounds appealing to you, which honestly it should, because it's incredible, you have got to reach out to the person who invited you. And if you have questions, that's okay. Like, we're not going to make you drink the Kool-Aid or do anything crazy. We want to just answer your questions to see if this is right for you. Because honestly, it's not right for everyone. But if it's right for you, it could change your life. It could change your life.
And I will say too, we are a global business. So we're in 6 countries. We're in the United States, the UK, Canada, Poland, New Zealand, and Australia. So it's really amazing to link arms with other people that live in those countries, and you now have a global business. So while you're sleeping, your teams in those countries are still working, and you're getting paid for that. So it's just amazing that by starting your own Arbonne business, you have the opportunity to start a multi-million-dollar global business from working from your phone on your schedule. I don't know any other company that allows that. So we're obviously really passionate about this. We've both only been in the business for 8 months or less, and it's changed both of our lives tremendously. So we thank you guys so much for your time. And I want to leave you with, instead of asking, what if it doesn't work? I want you to ask yourself, what if it does? Right? And if anything interests you, or if you have more questions, go to Maddie or whoever invited you to this call and ask away. We are here to help you get those questions answered. So thank you guys so much for your time. We are going to end the recording.